Good morning, folks. You're tuned to Car Connection, where the coffee's strong enough to revive a dead fuel pump. Stories are real, the wrenches never stop turning, and I'm your host, Niall Motormouth Jenkins, coming to you from the Car Connection workshop, where the smell of fresh oil and a little elbow grease is all part of our balanced breakfast. Around here, we don't just talk cars, we live them. Whether it's a 25-year-old Jeep Wrangler getting a second chance at life, or a Nissan Rogue getting its brakes back in order, perhaps a mystery leak that's got us all scratching our heads. This is where we roll up our sleeves and get it done with a little wit, a little wisdom, and a whole lot of fun. The Car Connection Workshop isn't just about nuts, bolts, and diagnostics. It's about connection. Connection to our vehicles, to the people who drive them, to the community that keeps us all rolling in the Niagara region. Because when you fix a car, you're not just turning a wrench. You're restoring someone's confidence, freedom, and maybe even their sanity. We're here every week, Monday through Saturday, helping you keep your ride safe, reliable, and ready for whatever road lies ahead. Roads? Where we're going, there are no roads. So whether you're a weekend wrencher, I've heard that somewhere, a daily commuter, someone who just wants to understand what that strange rattle really means, welcome aboard. Stick around for shop talk, expert advice, few good laughs, and perhaps even a flashback garage story or two. Maybe. I'm not sure. It all depends on if we get a flashback today. It happens. You know, those things pop into your head and you go, oh yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, let's not go back there. Well, it is Fun Friday here in the Car Connection Workshop. Thanks for stopping by. And yes, I don't apologize for us having fun. I think that's okay. If you're not allowed to give yourself the opportunity to have fun, this is probably not the channel for you. It would be good that you just kind of tune out and go to something else like, noodle art. Paper mache. That kind of thing. Because you know what? I've been at this automotive repair business, light truck and passenger and big rigs and equipment for over 44 years. And you know what? When we works hard. And when we play, we have fun. And if that's not good enough for you, then that's okay if you just turn that channel. But if you're wanting to keep your older vehicle, which I would highly recommend right now, that would be the number one piece of advice I would give everyone right now would be, if you've got an older car in the driveway and it's paid off and the structure is solid, start cleaning it up and cleaning it out, because that is going to be the machine you're going to want to keep. When I keep taking a look at what's going on in the automotive industry and what's coming down the pipes, it's creepy. It is like way over the top creepy. You know what? No, you don't need to know my personal information. No, you don't need my medical records. No, now you don't need to shut my car off. So that isn't going to happen to this fella. So I'm warning you. You furry varmints. Yeah, keep that older vehicle and stay tuned to Car Connection, the Car Connection Workshop. Get your butts over to our YouTube channel and get signed up and start watching the videos and learn all the basics about keeping that older automobile going and saving yourself money. That's what I do. And I'm sharing all those tips and tricks for 44 years with you. I'm giving you every nugget I can possibly give you to help you to keep that vehicle rolling and putting you in the driver's seat. So instead of playing the car game and trading your time for money and getting lost in a car payment, and then they're gonna now sell you cars where they can turn it off if you've been a naughty little boy or girl. It's coming, and it's gonna happen. So you know what happens? Everything that happens on the south side of the border eventually makes it to the north side, and everything that happens on the north side eventually makes it to the south side, and that's what we're seeing going on. So I'm giving you a warning and a heads up. If you want to keep that older vehicle running forever, I can do it. Just follow my lead. You need a plan, and you need to make a plan and implement the plan. And that's what I'm here for, to give you the necessary help you need. Well, it's Fun Friday, so we're not going to get too serious today, but I have a quiz. Yes, I'm going to call it today Quiz Friday. You didn't have to study for this, okay? Don't panic. Get your takeout, whatever that is. Get your morning coffee, whatever that may be for you. In just a moment, we'll share our morning coffee together. We count it down 3, 2, 1, and we'll have a swiggy together. We'll have the daily weather coming as well. We've made it to the weekend, folks. For all of you who are heading home today after work and enjoying a couple of days off, well done you. Just take it easy. Happy, healthy motoring. Watch out for the other guy. Keep your eye on the road. Full-time, not part-time. When I say part-time, that's like a 3-second look somewhere else, and everything changes. So I have a quiz coming up. It's Friday. We're going to have some fun, and you can mentally score yourself, okay? So I have 5 things to share with you in the quiz. When was the last time somebody told you we're having a quiz? Yeah, put that in the comment section on any one of our YouTube videos. Just say, so-and-so gave me a quiz not that long ago. I haven't had a quiz since night class, and those were heavy duty. I would venture to say a little bigger than a quiz guy. The instructor would say, you might want to write this down. It's going to be on the quiz. Yeah, a 2-hour quiz. How about a 4-hour quiz? Yeah, you think? To me, a quiz is what? Just a few minutes. That's what I'm thinking. So let's jump in. Get your morning coffee ready, whatever flavor that is, or beverage, whatever. It could be a stale muffin. It's okay if that's your morning beverage, your morning snack that gets you going. Let's share that together right now. So let's get it ready and say thank you to our program partners. So this morning's morning coffee brought to us by Niagara Block at 5000 Montrose Road, Niagara Falls, building Canada since 1931 with building supplies, bricks and metal, rebar, and all that stuff that puts the building together. And they're also professionals at hardscape landscaping materials as well. They have everything to make that backyard space you've always wanted absolutely gorgeous, outstanding. So you'll be your friends and your neighbors will be impressed. So get in touch with Kathy, Dave, or Dan Grimo. Kathy has a list of contractors. If you need a referral contractor to come out, estimate the job, put the deal together, and get it started and create that beautiful outdoor space that you can enjoy this summer, 2026. Connect with them today, 905-356-2221. You can find all the contact links on the homepage of our website at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com any time of the night or day. Shop in your jammies and connect with our program partners. And without them, we simply would not be able to do what we're doing right here, right now. But anytime you feel like you'd like to pick up the tab, we won't get in your way. We won't stop you. We will help you to get that done, and we appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you to our program partners that have been with us many years. We finished with radio back in November 2025 after 31 years, and we're now officially in our 32nd year fully digital. So we have our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Stevensvilleontheweb.ca. That's where my pops lives. There's a great community of amazing family-owned and operated businesses there. So you can connect with us by clicking on the businesses tab. We also have our iHeartRadio link there as well on the top right-hand corner of our homepage. And we are on every podcast platform known to mankind, including Podbean. I don't know. Just it seems to stick in my mind. Spotify, Amazon, Apple, we're there. Just type in Car Connection Workshop and you'll find us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss a single automotive tip. And ladies, the YouTube channel is designed and gifted to you from me. Why? Because you need to learn that stuff. We got some ladies in my neighborhood here Their husbands died unexpectedly. They took care of the cars, and they're lost. They're absolutely lost. Last year, I spent the whole summer working on vehicles that belong to recent widows in the area. They know who I am, and through word of mouth, yeah, bring it over. Let us take a look at it, see what we can do, and we'll get this looked after. They paid for the parts. We shot the videos. We got them fixed up and down the road. They're so afraid to be taken advantage of because hubby's not around no more. And single moms, just single ladies on their own. They've been single for a long time, and they're afraid to go to the shop because they don't want to get taken advantage of, ripped off. In other words, they're afraid. So we take them in when we can and do the best we can with what we got to get their vehicle back out on the road. So let's have a swiggy this morning. You ready? 3, 2, and 1. And down the hatch we go. That is so good it should be illegal. Let's jump right into our daily weather, brought to us by City Auto Sales and Leasing. Low mileage vehicles, quality vehicles at fair prices. Greater Toronto Area's premier pre-owned auto store. Whatever vehicle you're looking for, they can find it if they don't have it. And they don't sell any junk there. Quality vehicles, low mileage at fair prices. Just check in with my good friends Earl and Louise Grant. They've been with us for many years now, and we're blessed to have them because that's a safe place where you can buy with confidence and be treated with nothing less than honesty and integrity. They have in-house leasing and financing available to you. Let them know that Car Connection sent you. Well, let's see what we got. It's Friday. Yes, it is. And here's the Friday weather, brought to us by City Auto Sales and Leasing. Friday's low will be 50 degrees between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. That's better. Get in front of the microphone here a little more. I don't know. I always lean left. I think I need alignment. It might be a two-wheel alignment for me. The high will be 66 between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. today. The temperature range will feel like 48 to 62, and the wind will make it feel cooler than the actual temperature. And we're talking about where we're located, the Niagara region, south shores of the Great Lake, Lake Erie. I almost said Lake Ontario. That's on the north side. Oops, that would have been an oops. We're on the south side, which brings us to the south shores of Lake Erie. Where are you listening in from today? Send me an email, motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. Let me know where you're listening in from, where you're tuning in from. That's kind of cool to get an idea who you are, where you are. And we're really, really happy to have first-time listeners with us and visitors. We have everything you need now with more ways to connect and watch and listen and engage with Car Connection. Yours truly, Niall Motormouth Jenkins. So come join us Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. for Motormouth's Morning Drive. Well, shall we take a peek into Saturday? Do you think that would be okay? Better not, because tomorrow is Q&A Saturday, and that's weekend weather. Yeah, we better back off. Any precipitation today, we got a 0. Fantastic. And the look ahead is actually really, really good. So that means we've got some stuff to take care of as we move forward from here. I have over 40 summer tech tips to share with you. Will that do it for you? Will that tickle your ears? Yeah, I put together 40 summer tech tips to share with you to help keep your vehicle mobile this summer. I don't want to hear anyone having a breakdown, a motor vehicle breakdown. There are emotional breakdowns. That tends to happen after you find out what happened and why and how much, right? So something I will always teach you in our videos and here on the podcast. And again, what we do on YouTube is not a copycat from our podcast and back and forth. What I talk about here, I don't talk about over there on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is where you get to watch the repair work we do, how we do it, and what it is, where it is, how it works, how you broke it. I mean, how it broke, And what could have you learned to prevent that from happening a second time? And we just did a 4-part mini series on, I called it the AC tutorial. So if you want to know how to use your vehicle's air conditioning properly and not break it and not have your car smell like a hockey bag, yeah, because that's nasty. I had a vehicle like that, and finally I had to pull the whole stinking dash out to get the evaporator core. And I do have a picture of that somewhere. And I haven't come across it yet. I think it's on one of my old cell phones. So I'm going to go looking for it. And then once I find it, I'm going to see if Skippy, if we can put that into a video. Maybe we just shoot a short or something like that. But it was, well, that evaporator core, it had a blanket on it out of hair, pet hair, and whatnots. But it was full of bacteria and fungus. You couldn't even see the evaporator core. That's how bad it was. But stink? No. Turn the air conditioning on? No, it's busted. Well, just give it a try. No, we're not turning it on. It was awful. And it doesn't get better. So you want to catch up on that series. We just did that a week ago today. I did a 4-part mini-series and covered the 5 things. How it works, what it is, where it is, how it works, and how you get to that stink. I call it the air conditioning perfume. Not good, though. Yeah. I think they called it moonlight stink. Yeah. And that's not something you can just, spray some smelly on it and it's gone. It's all has to do with bacterias. Big time. So if somebody in your household has cardiorespiratory issues, they're not going to like your car if it smells like that, because that's concentrated bacteria. That's what makes that smell. Not good. So anyways, let's jump into today's topic. And it's Fun Friday, so that means we can do silly, goofy things. I am the minister of silly walks. That's right. So if you see me, watch me through the window or something, my neighbors go, Motormouth, are you okay? You go, well, what do you mean by that? Well, we see you walking around, you do these goofy things as you're walking. I said, I'm the minister of silly walks. I said, I learned that from Monty Python. So every time I walk a different way. Oh, we thought like maybe you had a physical ailment or something, an impediment. A what? Impede a what? Yeah, an impediment. That's way over my pay grade. I just said, no, I'm goofy. That's all there is to it. But when I'm working and I'm building an engine or working on a motor or something, I am dead nuts focused when it comes to my work. So as my military supervisor and instructor would always say, hey guys, when we works hard, but when we have fun, we play and have fun. So we used to always be goofy on the job, but well focused on our work. All right, are you ready for your quiz? Here it is. Because this isn't the shopping channel, folks. I can't do this all day. We're soon going to be entering into season 3 on podcasts. And if you miss a podcast or you want to catch up, all the podcasts automatically populate into our YouTube channel, so you can find them there. And at some point, I will put a really cool thumbnail on each one of them eventually, because there's over 200 there now. Well, almost 200. We're at 177, and we will definitely be pretty close to 200 as we enter into the first week of June coming up. So, yeah, there's lots of material there for you. You can look through by title, topic, and listen and re-listen. Here's what I would suggest. Listen to the newest ones. Go back, listen to the older ones. Listen to an older one, listen to a new one. Do that every day of the week. You'll be well educated, trust me. All right, it's Fun Friday again, and today you're having a quiz. So here's what I want you to do. Mentally score yourself if you're driving. Okay, if you're driving, you have a possibility today. You ready? You have a possibility of cleaning up and getting 20 points. 20 points. And I think we might have a quiz at least once a month on the Fun Friday. And you have to track your own points. And it's all on honesty. I trust you guys and gals. So I have 5 things to share with you, and each one is worth 5 points. 5 points. All right, but you have to score yourself and keep track. Okay, so starting in June, I will do, this is the first one. Crack your points, bring them with you into June, and then one Friday in June, we'll do another quiz, okay? So then again, each question has 5 points. So if you can answer the question honestly, then you'll score 5 points for yourself. But if the answer honestly is no, most of them are yes or no answers. So it's easy to track. It's either a Y or an N, a yay or a nay. So here we go. You got that? Each question in the quiz is 5 points if you answer it a yes. If you answer it a no, you get 0. All right? And in this quiz, there's no winners or losers. It's just to evaluate where you are. All right, number 1. The last 30 days, how much money have you saved? I got to read my own handwriting here. In the last 30 days, have you saved any fuel money? So in other words, if you were using $50 a week, were you able to save $10? Were you able to save any money in fuel savings in the last 30 days? Yes or no? That's all. Yes or no? All right. Next question. You got that one? So again, if you answer it yes, even if you saved $1, okay, and I don't care how that happened. You got some points. You use a specific card. They give you a payback. That counts because you saved some money, okay? That counts. Just so if you have that question, it's all good. So again, first question on the quiz. In the last 30 days, have you created some fuel savings? Next question, number 2. Do you have a vehicle maintenance schedule that you're working with on your vehicle? Tracking your maintenance. Anything. Could be here, it could be owner's manual, some kind of outline you printed from somewhere, but a maintenance schedule. Do you have a vehicle maintenance schedule that you're working with on your automobile to track your vehicle maintenance? It's a yes or no. Okay, number 3. Have you had a vehicle evaluation in the last 4 months? Yes or no? I scribbled these down fast, so it's kind of like, is that in English? I don't think I took that language in school. Yes. Has your vehicle had a complete vehicle evaluation in the last 4 months? Let's extend it 6 months. In the last 6 months, yes or no? Again, if it's a yes, a full, honest yes, not just some work done, but a complete vehicle evaluation. That means north, south, east, west, top, bottom, front, back evaluation. So nothing missed. No stone unturned here. That would be a yes or a no. A yes will get you 5 points. All right, next. Number 4. Has your vehicle had, if equipped, a fuel filter replacement in the last 6 months? Again, yes or no. Yes gets you 5 points. A no is a 0 in any language. All right? Now we come up to the last one. Are you ready? Here's the last one. Question number 5 in Motormouth's Morning Drive Fun Friday quiz. Last fuel system service. Your vehicle's had a fuel system service in the last 6 months. Yes or no? Again, a yes gets you 5 points. A no gets you a 0. Yeah, nothing. Zilch, bupkis, nada. Okay? So again, last question in the quiz. Has your vehicle had a fuel system service in the last 6 months? Yes or no? All right, so keep track of your score. Write that down somewhere when you get to work. If you're on the road driving this morning, it is early, it is Friday morning. And keep track of that, and then we'll do another one in June. Okay, fair enough? We'll do another quiz, and then we'll tally up, and then you got to send me a quick email just saying what your score was. That's all. And again, it's all left to honesty here. I'm not looking over your shoulder. There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just kind of getting a feel where everybody is in this, the grand scheme of things. The 5 quiz questions. Okay, I'll just rattle them off one more time real quick because we can't do this all day. It is not the shopping channel. Okay, question number 1. Have you created some fuel savings in the last 30 days? Yes or no? Number 2. Are you taking care of your vehicle using some kind of maintenance schedule to track your maintenance and vehicle repairs and servicing? Whatever it is. If you're using something to track it and keep you on track with your vehicle maintenance, then that would be a yes. If you got nothing, then that would be a no. And again, it's 5 points for a yes. It's 0 for a no. Number 3, has your vehicle had a complete vehicle evaluation in the last, I think I stretched it to 6 months. Yeah, I did. 6 months. That's worth, yes is a 5, no is a 0. Number 4, has your vehicle had a fuel filter, if equipped with one? So you got to know that first. So you can check your service records, see if you've had a fuel filter, and you can also Google your vehicle, year, make, and model, and ask, AI, if need be, if your vehicle is equipped with a fuel filter. Maybe you don't even know. And that would be, no, I haven't changed it because, no, I didn't even know I had one. So, has your vehicle had a fuel filter replacement in the last 6 months? Yes or no? Number 5, has your vehicle had a fuel system service? That I got to clarify on that. I just remember there's a maintenance, fuel system maintenance, and then there's a service. A maintenance is putting some goo in the tank before you fill the tank up. That's a maintenance. That's not a service. So I needed to define that. A service is full-blown fuel injection, cleaning, intake, air intake manifold, all cleaned and flushed clean. Get all the gummy, gooey deposits, cauliflower carbon, all the ugly stuff out of the engine and the fuel delivery system, paraffins, all that stuff that makes your vehicle run poorly, but without you even noticing. And we're going to do it. I'll do a talk on that as well at some point. We'll break it down. So last fuel system service. Has your vehicle had a fuel system service in the last 6 months? Yes or no? So add up your score, and we'll do another quiz in a couple of weeks, and we'll see how you're doing. Fair enough? Perfect. I was thinking of, I'll leave you with this, one of the funniest things I ever heard of in my life when having a shop. You know, we had some great customers. We had 500 loyal customers, and that's about all we could handle in our shop. You know, if there was a rip in the seat or some, exterior artwork performed on the car on the outside that was really bothering the owner, we got it dropped off. It got dropped off at our shop, and they'd be a note and just say, do you have someone we can send this to and get this fixed, and let me know what it is going to be and how long it's going to take. People were that loyal. They just would leave a note, drop it off, and say, yeah, I did a boo-boo and it needs to be fixed. Can you find someone that can do that at a reasonable price and a reasonable time frame? So I remember this one time was a referral through someone who was already attending our Jenkins Automotive vehicle boutique, because the only way you could get in was if somebody referred you. And how our referral program worked was so that we didn't get any deadbeats, because they're out there. Trust me, when we closed the shop, I had a shoebox with over $13,500 of bounced checks. Yep, we weren't able to collect a single nickel. So they're out there. And as a business owner, you gotta have a keen eye, be as wise as a serpent but gentle as a dove. So this lady comes in, she says, blah, 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 I was referred by so-and-so. And I go, okay, yeah. She did mention something about that, yeah. So the only way we would take in new customers was by referral. And how it worked was that you had to give us a really good referral, not one of those people. You know what I'm saying? Not one of those that caused lots of headaches. Because the rule was, if you send us one of those, we might not look after you anymore. And it worked. People loved it. Because if their referral came in and worked out to be a good client, they got a free service. They paid nothing. And the new client got an oil change service too. So both of them win-win. Our gift for them to be a new client. And once they found out that we washed every vehicle when we were done and parked it outside, no matter what the service was. Every vehicle, the technician that worked on it, your job was, last but not least, put a little goodie in the car with a referral card and a little gift and wash it and park it outside. That's how we did business. That's why we really didn't need thousands of customers. We needed quality clients. That's what I was aiming for. Quality clients. I wasn't interested in being the flavor of the month or my price was $10 cheaper. No, because when people would phone and ask for an estimate, I'd go, you know what? Giving an estimate without even looking at something to determine exactly what it needs would be like trying to give you a haircut over the phone. It's not going to be pretty, I can tell you that for sure. And then I'd always say, well, here's my estimate. I know it's going to be more than $1, but less than $1 million. And if you're shopping price, you're probably better off going to blah, 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 blah. I'd always give them a recommendation. But I said, if you're shopping quality, you called the right number because we back up our work 100%. So this lady comes in and she says, I want to kill my car. And I go, what? I'm going to pay you to kill it. And I remember standing there going, I've never been asked to kill a car before. I go, okay, why are we doing that? Like, why are we considering killing the car? I'm just fed up. I'm sick of it. I'm stressing out. I can't take this is real. I can't make this up. And I'm like, and there was a couple of people in the waiting area kind of their eyes rolling like, oh, how are you going to handle this one, buddy? I go, can we just step out in the shop for a minute and just further the discussion? And I go, tell me what's going on. well, I take it here, I take it there, and I'm paying and paying and paying and paying and paying, and nothing's getting fixed. So I'm fed up. I just want the car to be killed. I'll call the insurance company and I'll get something else. And then she says, this is where I honestly, I had to turn around. Can I buy some dynamite off you and we can put it in the tailpipe in a field somewhere and just blow it to smithereens? I'll pay you. And I was thinking of the, back in the 80s, long hair mullets, that thing. AC/DC's song TNT, Dynamite. I'm thinking that started in my head and I'm going, hey, it might be a new service. I don't know. I just said, well, how about instead of, we take your car to a cornfield somewhere or a plowed field and we blow the thing up and we kill it. Instead of us doing that, how about if I do this? Give me a couple days, leave the vehicle with me. Let's have a further chat. What's kind of irritating you on the car? Let me look it over and truly give you an idea what we're dealing with here. And honestly, I said, tell you what, no charge for my time. I'll look at the vehicle after hours. No, so that way I have no distractions, and I'll evaluate it honestly, and I'll show you on paper what's the real deal and what doesn't need to be done. And she had some paperwork and stuff. And anyways, that's how the story ended. And no, we didn't kill the car. There were no cars harmed during the that business day. And we didn't blow anything up, and we didn't go to a cornfield and stuff the tailpipe full of explosives. No, the car was saved. We got it on track. End of the story. She was very belated that I was willing to do the work to evaluate it and get it sorted out and get her stress level down. She was so happy. Made me the best apple pie ever. Best apple pie I ever had in my whole life. Made it with her own hands, and she became a fantastic customer. So I leave you with that. Take the time to have a great conversation with your tech. Let them get to know you and your car so that you can establish a really great relationship at the shop that you're going to. Spend the time to build a great relationship with the people that are going to be taking care of you and your automobile with nothing less than honesty and integrity. So I leave you with that. And don't forget to have your questions in by noon today is cut off for Saturday's Q&A program, questions and answer. If you haven't joined us for that before, I select 3 questions from everything that comes in. And then I share those questions on the air on Saturday, and the whole program's dedicated to breaking down all 3 of those questions and giving you a thorough, spread out answer so that you know what's going on. So your questions have to be in today by noon, motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com or Niall@ccbus as in Sam, net.com. That's Niall@ccbusnet.com. And that information, emailing information, is in our description on our YouTube videos as well as our podcast. Yeah, every time. Check out the descriptions, because that's where I put a lot of nuggets that I don't often get an opportunity to share during the programs, whether it's shooting a video or whether it's recording a podcast for you. So I always make sure I put some pinpoint items in the description for you to, if you want to write them down or copy and paste and create yourself your own working binder and library, you're welcome to do that. And don't forget to check out, we have our Car Connection Fleet Maintenance System available to you. You can print an order form or you fill out the order form online, e-transfer. It's all done and shipped directly to you by me. And if you want it autographed, I'd be more than happy to autograph that for you anytime. anytime. Just let me know. So there's a whole page on our website at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. And yeah, I know that's kind of long, but ccbusnet.com will get you there. And you can check out all the details and order yours today. There's special pricing for those who are subscribed to our YouTube channel. And take advantage of that. It's less than $1 million, but more than $1, but fair priced for what you're getting. It's like having me as your coach at home with you, guiding you through keeping that vehicle as long as you want to keep it. Because, my friends, mileage means nothing. Maintenance is what matters. Maintenance matters. Mileage means nothing. Either way you want to say it, it equals the same. It doesn't matter how many miles or kilometers you have on that vehicle. I can keep it going for you when you have a maintenance plan and you follow it. I think that's all I had for making sure that I cover everything. Oh, if you want to, yes, that's right. Skippy said, make sure you mention that. If you want to support our channel, you can do that now safely. We put together a profile page for us on buymeacoffee.com/Motormouth Nile, Nile. And that information as well is in our YouTube channel descriptions and our podcast descriptions. We have our own page on buymeacoffee.com/Motormouth Nile. Got that? Okay. Fantastic. So whatever amount you'd like to donate, that's our donation page. We would appreciate it very, very much, because you give us a nickel, we'll hammer it into $1. We'll use it wisely. So heading into the weekend, drive safe, happy, healthy motoring, friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace, patience, and kindness always, and we'll see you Saturday morning at 8 a.m. for Motormouth's Morning Drive Q&A session. So make it a great day, and bye for now.